Hello friends, in this video we will talk about spreads in tarot. In our earlier videos we have already got introduced to what is tarot, what is major arcana, what is minor arcana. Now we will see that how cards are used in tarot by the use of various spreads to answer various queries. So let's get started. So our first question is, what is spreads? See, spreads are patterns of cards. Like you have 78 cards in tarot, but not each and every card is used to answer a query or give a reading. So what we do, we either use one card, two card, three cards, up to any number of cards like 14, 21 cards, and arrange them in a certain fashion, and then give the answer for the query. So what we have to do is, out of the 78 uh, cards of the 78 cards of tarot, we have to choose and select a few cards and place them in a certain pattern to answer the query. So these are called spreads, and there are various spreads. Like our last point is huge variety. There is a very huge variety of spreads, which and there, and you can even make yours. You can research upon and even make your own new spread also. And these spreads, like each spreads is used for a certain specific query. Like we have a uh, past, present, and future spread. We have a relationship spread. We have a horoscope spread. So this is how the spreads are used. And specific answer, like if you select three cards in a three card spread, the first card tells about the past, the second card tells about the present, and the third card tells about the future. So you can see how by using spread you can make the answer more specific. You can get into the details and answer the query. So let's get started. So our first spread is single card spread. See, single card spread are sometimes also used in yes and no tarot. Like there are certain cards which are very positive and they signify a yes, and there are cards which also signify no. So it is also used like if you want to get a very quick reading of something, you can just select only a single card. So and you have to then relate that card to the query. So in this it is single card spread is quite popular in the for beginners, like beginners who are just very new into tarot. They generally go for a single spread where you have to just take out a single card from the deck and then relate it, that card, to that person and to that query, and understand that what is the message that this universe wants to convey to you. What is the answer that the universe is trying to give to you for that query. So single spreads are very easy, but they are at the same time very difficult also, because uh, to employ a single card spread, you have to be you have to you need to have a very tight hold on each and every card. You need to understand what each and every card means. You must have developed this skill to relate that card to the query and give the reading. So the single card spread is the basic and the most simple spreads of tarot. Now we have a two card spread. See, in two cards we take two cards from the we take or we tell the person to select either two cards from the tarot deck. Now the first card has a set of meanings and the second card has some different set of meanings. Like The first card can tell you that what is the situation that this person is facing, and the second card can tell you that why he or she is facing that. Or in or you can say like the first, like if someone comes and asks you that, uh, will I get that job, so the first card will tell whether he will get that job or not, yes or no. And the second card will tell you that why, that if he will get the job, then why he will get the job, and if he will not get the job, then why he would not get the job. So the second card, it adds another layer to that reading, and gives you the why, the answer of why. So it is a very simple spread, a little difficult from the two card spread, but it is generally used to dive deeper into the query, dive deeper into the answer, and take out the new insights regarding, like, if something is gonna happen, then why it is gonna happen, and if it is not gonna happen, then why it's not going to happen. Now, the next spread is the three card spread. See, three card spread is it is the one of the most common spreads after single card spreads. So in the three card, you either you take, or you tell the person to take three cards from the deck. The first card represents either the past, the second present, future, or it can also mean the if you want to ask about mind, body and soul, then the first card tells about the body, the second about the mind and the soul. And if one is very one wants to know that what is his aim of life, and other such questions, then the first card answers that what what is that what is the personality of that person. Like, the first card signifies the personality of the person, and the second card signifies that what needs to be done, that what action needs to be done, what steps need to be followed, and the third card tells that what he will get, that what is his or her destiny. It also means like the another interpretation is that the first card represents your situation, like it represents that what kinds of circumstances or situation the person is facing, and the second card represents what sort of actions need to be performed, and third card represents what will be outcome of those actions which will be performed. So it is a very common spread, and to master any spread, what you need to do is you need to repeatedly practice. You need to learn to connect the spread with the card, and further connect that card with the person. Now in next spread. Now we have the the five card spread. It is a bit complex, as the number of cards will increase, the spread will become more and more complex, because you have to like interpret those cards in a very fixed fashion. Like, the first card here represents the past, so you have to know that like what any card represents about the past, what it represent about the present, and what does it represents about the future. And this five card spread is also used for yes and no tarot. Like, in a single card, you just have one single card, and it can be either positive or negative, but here you have five cards, which either of which can be a positive card or the negative card, and you have to see those cards in total and then give the reading. So the card first and the second represents the past. First represents the things which are happened deep into the past. The second card represents near past. Third represents the present. Fourth represents the near future, and the fifth represents far future, like a very long range reading. So the 2 and 4 are short term readings, and 1 and 5 are long term readings. So once you have got expert in single spread, double spread, and triple spread, you can use the 5 card spread to dive deeper into the query and deeper into the about the readings. And you can also tell about what is the past of the person, what circumstances he is facing in present, and what will be his future. Now we have this 9 card spread. 9 card spread may seem a complex, but actually it is not so complex. The 9 card spread goes deeper into the consciousness and into the mind, into the feelings and into the emotions of that person. So the first 3 cards of the upper row represents his aspirations, what is his aspirations, dreams, goals. Seconds represent his consciousness, means what he what he's feeling in his mind, like what is going on, what ideas are going on, what plans are there. And the third represents the subconscious. It is the hidden part of the mind, the unrevealed part of the mind. So this represents the hidden side of the things. So and the columns are past, present and future. So it is a very good form of tarot reading, because in this reading you can confirm the reading by giving predictions about the past of the person. Like if a person comes to you and wants to get a tarot reading, so if you employ the 9 card spread, then you can tell, like, okay, in the past you were thinking like this, you had these aspirations, and deep into your mind you felt like this. So so that person now can relate to it and say, like, yes, I felt like that, or no, I didn't feel like that. Then further you can also confirm the present circumstances of that person, like, is are at present these are the situations are you facing or not, are these are your thoughts, or these are your aspirations, and what do you want to achieve in future, like what are your aspirations, what are your goals, what are your plans. So it is a very good form of tarot reading. It is a very good spread, and it is generally recommended to use a 9 card spread. Now we have the relationship spreads. It employs 10 cards. So each card in the relationship spread has a different meaning. So the first card represents the past history of the relationship. Second card represents your past experience. Like first card tells that what are the things that happened. The second card tells that what happened, like what were your feelings with respect to the past of the relationship. The third card represents your partner's past experience, like how she feels about the past of the he or she feels about the past of the relationship. The fourth card represents the uh, your current experiences in the relationship. The fifth card represents your partner's current experience in the relationship, and the sixth card represents your relationship in the altogether, the complete picture of the relationship at the present. And further, the card 7 to 8 represents your and your partner's expectations with respect to the relationship. And the ninth is like where is the relationship headed, like where like it is improving, or there is an improvement in the relationship, or the relationship is going down the drain. And the 10th is the overall outcome. It is the sum total of all the 9 cards, and tells you like what will be the overall outcome of the relationship, whether it will be fruitful or not. Next we have the Celtic cross. Celtic cross is another ancient spread, which is used in tarot astrology. And in the Celtic cards, the first card uh, uh, represents you. It represents it. It signifies your personality, you can say, your general atmosphere. And the second card, which is crossing the first card, represents the your support, like who are the people which are supporting you, what is the quality of their support. The third represents your uh, past. It also represents like uh, what were your focus, like what were the things on which you were focusing in the past. Fourth represents your past in general. The fifth represents your strength, like the card which comes on like the fifth card will represent that what are your strength. Are you emotionally strong, intellectually strong, or you are monetarily and financially strong. Sixth represents your near future. Seventh, your suggested. Seventh is the general suggestion, like the universe is giving you a suggestion, do this to achieve success. Eighth represents like what you need to know, like what are the things on which you need to work upon, what are the lessons you need to learn. Ninth represents your hopes and fears. What are the things you fear the most? Do you fear failure, or you fear anything else? 10th represents your potential future, like what will be the future outcome of your activities. Now we have the zodiac spread. It is a very complex and a very advanced stage tarot spread. In this tarot spread, we take 12 cards and which represents the 12 signs of astrology, and each card has represents us another sign. Like each and every card in tarot represents certain sign in astrology, and then we compare like whether there is compatibility between the two signs or not, and what is the overall result. So it is one of the very complex and a very advanced tarot spread. Next is the mandala spread. See, mandala spread is it is also a zodiac science, zodiac based spread, but it also represents the direction, like the upper part represents north, south, east, west. So these it represents your life altogether. Like you can divide the lifespan into 12 parts and then say like, okay, your during your childhood, these were the circumstances, these were the situations you faced. In your youth, in your you face these circumstances. In your other adulthood, and in your old age, in your mid age, these were the circumstances. So this is how the mandala spread is used. It is another very advanced stage tarot spread. Now we have come to the end of our video, so I would like to thank you for watching this video. Do this video, share this video, and in the comments you can mention your experience with various spreads of tarot. Thank you.